Yeah, adventure documentary is something that I've done a fair bit of. I also have been to Antarctica and did a couple of expeditions down there. One was for a historical series about Shackleton, the explorer, the endurance story where Shackleton and his men had to escape from Antarctica and sail across the Southern Ocean to South Georgia, and we recreated that journey, and I made a documentary series about that. So I've been lucky to get to crazy places. One in particular was about K2 and about mountaineering, where we did a documentary about this disaster on K2. And so we did a feature documentary that won in the Sundance Film Festival about that, and about these crazy mountaineers and why they risk everything to bag these summits. So I do a lot of this kind of branding type videos, and I work also on big commercials, TV campaigns, more as an operator. I specialize in gimbals actually, and with drone work as well. So they would be for more big TV type campaigns. The golf courses in this type of video really fits my brief. Regarding the ELiTE, from a filming point of view, it's so different because you're so used to the rumble and grumble of the machines, you know, the diesel and petrol mowers, machinery. They're noisy, you know, and it was kind of eerie. You hear that kind of electric car kind of as it drives along. But the loudest thing was actually when the blades start cutting, and that's normally something you don't actually hear. Because the noise of the motor overrides any noise of the blades turning, but it sort of kicked into life sound-wise. Just in terms of the guys' reaction to the machine itself, it was really interesting because it was the first time they've actually had a silent mower, and you know. The guys were like, well, I actually won't need to wear my ear defenders all day, you know, and this was kind of like a bit of a revelation to them, you know, that this was going to be quite a different experience for the guys using this machine. The other thing that came up, and obviously it's not my expertise, the machinery itself, but something that was frequently mentioned is that, you know, from a fluids point of view, they were really excited by the possibility that there was no way that they would ever have to worry about fluids coming, or, you know, fuel spilling on any greens or any fairways, that it just seemed to be just such a clean technology. And the noise, of course. The last thing, of how eco-friendly they are, you know, this awareness now of CO2 emissions, and that it's just in an industry that, and in a country like Ireland, which is kind of seen as so green in one way, and so lush and kind of wild kind of scenery that's unpolluted, and, you know, just a beautiful place to visit, that it really fits with that ethos that it's good for the environment too, you know. You know, it became apparent to me that the relationship that the dealers, and in this case Kevin Broderick from Broderick's Grass Machinery, that their relationship was a key part of getting the shots that we needed to see these guys in action, you know. So you know, when we went down there, we had the two golf courses, it was Hogs and Waterville, both kind of really spectacular courses in most stunning scenery, and but, you know, we had to take over their course for a couple of days. Now, luckily, being December, there wasn't much golf going on, and in the middle of a pandemic, but you know, it was they gave us a free run of the place. So, you know, that relationship that he has with the courses is key to everything, really. For me, what happened then is that interaction between Kevin and the guys, the greenkeepers, and then looking at the machine and then getting it out on the course, became a natural kind of platform to see them doing what they do, which is just getting on with the business of making their courses look beautiful, you know.